Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wake and Bake Show. I'm your host, Miss Green Jeans, and boy, do I got a show for y'all today. Yes, we have Jose in the building. Jose Rosario calling from Gainesville, Florida. That's right. The conversation of the day, Endo Sesh 2019. Yes, right, my hometown is doing it real big. I cannot wait because I know Jose has been very busy in the community putting Gainesville on the, well, you know, like this, Gainesville is already on the map, but he's putting Gainesville on the map in such a way that I had to get him on the show where we could talk about what's going on in the Ville this morning. Hey, Grandma, Grandpa, hey, make sure you put that yard work aside right now because for the next hour, I need y'all to be in front of the radio. Hey, family in Gainesville, my sisters, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my great nieces and nephews, I need y'all to tune in also because y'all can know what's going on in the Ville. I'm bringing this to you live from Rock Hill, South Carolina, all the way to Gainesville, Florida. Hey, let's go ahead and get it started. Hey, with an introduction about my hometown, Gainesville.
Here we go. One, two, 3, 4.
And we're back. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show. For anybody that's a music lover like myself, y'all do know and realize that is Tom Petty. We're just waiting on Jose to call in. I'm finna go ahead and hit him up on Facebook, let him know that we're ready. Oh, by the way, the Lily dance of the day is the wobble. Guys, I know it's repeating myself, but I was one song I'm trying to chase down for a new dance for y'all. As soon as I can find that, I'll go ahead and bring it in the middle of the week or whenever I can find it. I heard it, and I didn't catch the name of it, so I'm trying to chase down this one song for our new Lily dance, but for right now, y'all got to wobble with it. We'll be right back. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show. Make sure you get your wobble on.
Saving time. I can dance, homie, on two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now, I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real fast, just like the percolate. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. 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 Get it now, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, big girl, make 'em back it up, make 'em back it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em back it up, make 'em back it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em back it up, make 'em back it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em back it up, make 'em back it up, back it up. Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. I say you moving your head, go ahead, bobble it. We can cradle the bed, I'm straight racking it. The girl say, man, like the racket shit. Damn, I'm so explicit, but I can't help it, my flow ridiculous. Boy, got a gift like it gotta be Christmas. Swag on this like it gotta be gifted. The girls brought cameras, and they want pictures, and they gon' frame them to see that. Let a little bit while I'm saying my scriptures. Cause I leave you holy like you pray in the temple. One beat, I move with the letter of a pencil. And my won't miss you, good night kiss you. Take your damn back, cause you got pistol. And I don't think Donnie pick her up these issues. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah.
And we back just like I promised. Hey, y'all wobbled it out. Y'all got y'all babes, y'all pins and everything ready because I don't want y'all to move. Yeah, I'm going to give y'all a break, true enough, but y'all going to want to hear this. The one, the only, Jose from Gainesville, Florida.
What's up, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Oh, my God, it's going a lot better now. You the man.
No, I'm one of many. men's and women's and people that are doing things. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning this morning down here in Gainesville. We got about 2 weeks left until Endo Sesh. So I'm just getting ready right now to hit these streets and get the word out even more.
Yeah, well, that's why I was excited about bringing you on the air. And when you hit me up and said you ready to come, I mean, I could have did flips if any way possible. Because the thing is this, I want everybody to experience, I done been to different events during 420 weekend, but I love Endo Sesh. One, it helps because it's in my hometown, but two, I like the point that it's a family-friendly event.
Yes. Just like every human, old or young, we all got endocannabinoid systems, and we all need to learn about it. So we try to do events like, that include the whole family. And, that's how Gainesville pretty much is. It's a real family-centric city. So we like to do things to get everyone involved.
Yeah, that's correct. Because last year, the inaugural year of Endo Sesh, I was there with my granddaughters and one of my sisters. And let me tell you, they're still talking about it now, and they're excited about coming back this year.
That's awesome. Awesome.
So, besides, we're going to talk more about Endo Sesh, but you got so much other stuff going on with TEDx. For those people who don't know what TEDx is, could you explain about TEDx and what's going on with that?
Yeah, so TEDx, it's a speaking series. TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. And a couple weeks back, I was selected out of, I believe, over 200 applicants, me and 10 other folks, to speak on our topics. And my topic was breaking the stigma of cannabis with art and science. So I was able to speak in the Cade Museum of Science and Innovation here in Gainesville. Basically talked about cannabis and my experience as a musician and the transition from that into the business world and then back into the cannabis world. So yeah, that was an awesome experience.
Yeah, I mean, when I read it, it brought tears to my eyes because the point is this, TEDx is all throughout the country and it's huge. And for you to get such an opportunity about that, to talk about cannabis and what all it is doing, in the both entertainment and tech world, right there in Gainesville, is a milestone within itself. So that lets me know that besides us going far as the medical cannabis industry, we're taking the next step further into the technological field, which is huge.
Right. And it was real important for me to, we go to a lot of these cannabis events and we're always around cannabis people. We always talking about the same thing. But it's real important at this point for us to get out of our circles and start going to these places and start trying to get in front of these audiences that aren't cannabis audiences, that are the people that still have questions, When I let the crowd know early in my speech that I was going to be talking about cannabis, you could kind of see half of the crowd would cringe, or half of the crowd would make a little face, because there's still that stigma. So it's important we get from our folks that we're always talking to, and then get to the new folks, get to the folks that haven't heard the cannabis word.
And that is so true, and that's why I tell people every day, talk to 3 people that you never talked to before about cannabis, and you'd be surprised. And I preach that all the time. And by us getting in the tech industry is huge. I mean, because right now I have a good friend of mine that is running his first tech company. He's out of North Carolina right now. Matter of fact, Sean is in Charlotte, and he's starting his first ever tech company with cannabis. And I know Sean's history personally because we're good friends and we had worked in the business world at one point. And to see Sean come from that one world into the cannabis world and embrace it with such impact, that lets me know technology is moving at the speed of sound right now, literally.
Oh yeah. Technology and cannabis are one in one. They're the same thing. Cannabis is one of the most innovative industries right now. I mean, you got companies doing everything from the flower itself to marketing to building devices, building vaporizers. I mean, technology's all over cannabis.
Exactly, and that's what's kind of funny. Last night I was on a post that was posted up about an event here in South Carolina that's going on with our veterans. And this one person, it was a troll, obviously, for whatever reason. And they were posted up talking about they had been studying cannabis for 50 years, and there's no use. And so I came back and I asked them, I'm like, what drug are you on? I'm like, cannabis. Study cannabis for 50 years, and that's your conclusion? Obviously, you studied the wrong thing. Let's talk about this for a second. I mean, seriously, for people to say, I challenged them first and foremost by us being in the Bible Belt here in South Carolina. I challenged them. I said, you say God is a liar, right? Because I do know it's been used before Christ as medicine, and Jesus used it as healing. So this is way beyond us. But yeah, so what else you got going on? Because I know you got way more than that going on right now. And by the way, congratulations by y'all having the former mayor of Gainesville to stop through at Swamp City.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Been working with Swamp City. They were the first client we had under Canaway Endeavors. Fortunately, this year we were able, earlier this year, as business development with Canaway Endeavors, which is our I guess you can say our mother company. That's the company that everything's under. Our main focus was business development. So we were real fortunate to work with Swamp City and have them as one of our first clients. And I mean, success story. I got in there, the team got in there, we helped with business development, building their structure, their organizational structure, and those were things I was able to bring over from the tech world and the business world into the cannabis world. That's another important thing to anybody listening that's interested in getting into the cannabis sector. Bring whatever you got from what you're doing now into it. So if you're a computer programmer right now, bring that skill into the cannabis industry. If you're a chef or a cook, bring that skill into the cannabis industry. Don't think of the cannabis industry as just growing weed or selling pipes. Like, this is a serious industry, and we need everybody represented in this thing. Every type of job set and skill set is needed in this industry.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to have to take a quick break to see what's wrong with these dogs. We'll be right back. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show. We'll be right back, guys.
I'll roll up, shorty, I'll roll up, it's your anniversary, isn't it? And your man ain't acting right. So you packing your dummy gear luggage up, calling my cell phone, trying to catch a flight. You know one thing straight, I'll be there, girl, whenever you call me. When you at home, that's your man. Soon as you land, you say it's all me. Cause shit ain't all G with him no more, you ain't entertained. Since I met you a couple months ago, you ain't been the same. Not saying I'm the richest man alive, but I'm in the game. As long as you keep it 100, I'ma spin this chain. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me, you know you can call me. I'll be there shortly, don't care what your friends say, cause they don't know me. I can be your best friend, and you be my homie. I ain't gon' flex, I'm not gon' front. You know if I ball, then we all gon' stunt. Send her my way, she ain't gotta hold up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I try to stay out your business, but on the real, you're so obvious. And if you keep fitting me in your plans of fucking up, your man's gonna get on us. That white sand surrounding us, he be handcuffing, he should work for them officers. If you rollin', I got a spot where I can put you on this medical and send you home doctored up. You wanna ride with me cause you say that he boring. Wake up, you rollin' weed, cooking eggs in the morning. Ain't scared where to spend this money, I know I'll make more of it. First you was in the sky, now you say you in orbit. Whenever you want me, you know you can call me. I'll be there shortly. Don't care what your friends say, cause they don't know me. I could be your best friend, and you be my homie. I ain't gon' flex, I'm not gon' front. You know if I ball, then we all gon' stunt. Send her my way, she ain't gotta hold up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. No matter where I am, no matter where you are, I'll be there when it's over, baby. Cause I was there from the start. No matter if I'm near, no matter if you're far, all you do is pick the phone up, lady, and I'll be there when you whenever you need me, whenever you want me, you know you can call me. I'll be there shortly. Don't care what your friends say, cause they don't know me. I could be your best friend, and you be my homie. I ain't gon' flex, I'm not gon' front. You know if I ball, then we all gon' stunt. Send her my way, she ain't gotta hold up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me, you know you can call me. I'll be there shortly. Don't care what your friends say, cause they don't know me. I could be your best friend, and you be my homie. I ain't gon' flex, I'm not gon' front. You know if I ball, then we all gon' stunt. Send her my way, she ain't gotta hold up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up. I'll roll up, I'll roll up. Whenever you call, baby, I'll roll up.
And we're back. My dog Buddy is tripping about those squirrels, guys. I do apologize about that. Okay, Jose, back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got, lot going on here in Gainesville. One of the biggest things is, you may have already talked about it, but smokable cannabis is now allowed in Florida. So all the dispensaries are currently getting their smokable products together. Some dispensaries like True Leaf and Cure Leaf are already dispensing full flower.
Nice.
So this year on 420, medical marijuana patients here in Florida will have access to smokable cannabis, which is pretty cool. And then right here in Gainesville alone, in the last seems like 3 months, we've had 2 dispensaries open. We have another one being built downtown, and we just moved our headquarters office to a new space in downtown Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, wow.
And we are literally a 2-minute walk away from 2 different dispensaries.
Holy crap, that's incredible.
It's incredible. So, we spend our time down at the office writing and creating content for greenwise.tv. And then we, walk to the coffee shop. You sit down. You look right across the street. There's a dispensary. You can go get your vape pen, and it's a awesome situation
Man,
right now.
Wow. I mean, see, you got me with tears in my eyes, man, because like I told you and the Gainesville Green Team, about the history of Gainesville from my perspective, and to hear this, it's like this here. I'm gonna clear everything off my phone that I can and off my iPad to get as many pictures and video as possible, because what you're talking about is monumental on so many points. When I've seen so many people arrested, myself personally, there in Gainesville for substance use, and now to know that y'all are leading the way in so many different ways. And like I tell everybody, and I appreciate you coming back with that again, about it's not just about growing a plant. I mean, just like me, I hadn't even picked up a mic in over 30 years, and now I've been doing this a total of 5 years, 2 years on this show alone. So you just bring that skill set, and it's a job for everybody out there. I'm trying to bring mine over to the next phase. It's still, believe it or not, after 5 years, you're still in that development phase. especially being in the industry I'm in. I'm in canatainment, which is dealing with cannabis in the entertainment industry, which is fast up and growing because the point of it is this. People are seeing there's money in this industry because people want to know about the cannabis plant, but at the same time they want to be entertained. So we did it successfully with One Blunt Radio, 710 Radio, with Greenwise TV. Now we're doing it on iHeart. So
Yes.
I mean that's a huge thing in itself, and I can't wait to see your new digs. I'm so excited. You can hear it in my voice. My voice is trembling because I'm trying to fight back tears because y'all don't know. Gainesville pumps in my heart each and every day.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got to keep it growing. We got it growing down here. I think since the last time you've been down here, EVO Labs is open now.
Whoa.
So EVO Labs is one of the leading testing laboratories in the state, and they are the only accredited cannabis testing laboratory.
Holy
So, yep, and they're right here, right off of 23rd, Gainesville,
oh my God.
Gainesville,
I'm gonna
Florida.
have to take a tour. See, I'm glad. That's why I come in early. That's why I'm trying to be there early as I can on the 18th because I'm telling everybody about this, and I want to document this on film. You know, I got before Gainesville and after Gainesville pictures. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, look at my town. Wow.
Yeah. So Afria, which is Liberty Health Sciences, they have a large grow out in Alachua, which is right outside of Gainesville.
Wait a minute, hold on. Did you say Alachua or Alachua?
Alachua.
Okay, that lets me know that you still ain't converted yet.
Yeah, I ain't convert yet. No, I still have my Midwest, Southern Florida tongue. Yeah, definitely.
For those who don't know, that's the joke about Alachua and Alachua.
I'm not a ACR yet. Alachua County resident, not yet. I love it though. I'm trying to become one.
Oh, you have.
Here.
Let me tell you like this. In my heart, in my mind, you and everybody else. And see, the thing is this. I can't wait to talk to Tyler. Tyler shared a story on Facebook that brought tears to my eyes, and me and him got a closer association than what he thinks. And I'm gonna talk to him about it on air when I come to Gainesville. About his parents. Yeah, I mean, I remember the listings of everything talking about Gainesville, the University of Florida being the #1 party school. Yeah, I know about it a great deal, so I can't wait to talk to him on air about that. I mean, it's strange how people came from the University of Florida and transcended there or through music like yourself. You know, Gainesville is one big melting pot. I mean, you have some of everything there.
Yeah, and I was just recently having that conversation with somebody, you know, because you often hear the debate when you're in places like, you know, you got your hometown folks that claim the place, and then you got other people that, you know, ain't from there that, you know, want to be there or claim the place, you know. And the cool thing about Gainesville is that Gainesville isn't cool because of the people that are from here or the people that come here. It's cool because the people that are here.
Right.
That's what makes Gainesville really cool. The people that are here. That's the main difference.
Yep. Hey, and on that segue, we gotta take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more about Gainesville and also Gainesville Green. Yeah, okay, I've been following that too. So we'll be right back. You're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show.
All right.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up.
When you're under the influence of marijuana and you choose to get behind the wheel, you know it's wrong. So if you don't listen to your instincts, think about your fellow passengers. Or think about the other people on the road. Even the unexpected ones. And if you don't think about them,
you'll answer to us. Drive baked, get busted.
Monday morning and I check my stash. Just some shake, wake and bake on some Moroccan hash. Coffee break, some organic fair trade beans popping. Now I'm awake and it's time to go shopping. Roll to the dispensary, patient of the century. Need a nice sativa that will stimulate me mentally. Buds with sticky density of moderate intensity. Pipe like Sherlock Holmes cause the weed is elementary. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Breeze through security, get my ID check. Next to the purple haired girl at the front desk. Knows my name cause she sees me on the regular. Waves me in, says please turn off your cellular. Walls and walls of green buds, jugs full of flour. Indicas for indica, sativas for the power. Bow to the bud tender cause he's paid by the hour. As your concierge, your cannabis with OG sour. Thinks I'll be a fan of this organic stream with amethyst. Bud so damn gigantic you can help, we'll call it Maximus. A marijuana analyst, he gives his full analysis of CBD to THC. Somebody give this man a kiss. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Next to me in line is a guy named Wesley. Smoke weed every day since back in the 70s. Now he's buying edibles, his wife's on chemotherapy. Her recipe of choice kicks the nausea temporarily. Here in the dispensary there's something green for every crowd. Fat pre-rolls that will make Bob Marley proud. Shadow wax, resin extract for the vape crowd. 2 puffs of that and you'll be walking on a vape cloud. Wait now, don't walk away till you pay now. It's gotta be cash till the banks break the shakedown. Make out with the fat eighth and some papes. How dope man, let the smoke hit you on the way out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Welcome friends to the dispensary. Fat discounts when you mention me. Any strain man, what you wanna try out? You might walk in but you gonna fly out. Blue, green, sour, diesel, Girl Scout, cookies, green crack, white widow, and the bubba, kosher cushies, northern lights in next. Got that pineapple express, lemon haze, driven poison, Amy Schumer's train wreck. Skywalker OG, purple haze, grape ape, AK-47, got me loading up my vape. Cali Miss, blueberry, triple diesel, golden goat. The dispensary is open and I'm never going home.
With that, you're in tune to the Wake and Bake Show. I do apologize, guys. It's a manic Monday around this place. I got the dog barking, the neighbor knocking on the door, dropping out some treats for the dogs, and it's just been crazy. Jose, are you still there with me?
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, Hey, there's one thing about doing live. You never know what's going to happen on the Wake and Bake show. But me and Jose was catching up about a lot of things that's going on in the state of Florida, particularly in my hometown of Gainesville, which is now Jose's hometown as well, because there's nowhere in the world you're going to put in that much work and you can't call it home.
Yeah, I love it. I love my home.
And I love that you love our home.
Yeah.
Now, what we were talking about also, speaking of the state of Florida, recently y'all got a victory with smokable cannabis, but it looked like the House and Senate wanted to say, not so fast. We're going to cap y'all ass with 10%. Jose, everybody know how I feel. So talk to me about that, and we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of the bill and what they tied into it, make it really stink.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. It's, what did they say? Follow the money. And unfortunately, the guy that proposed this, or the politician or the businessman or the prohibitionist, he's tied into big tobacco. Particularly, his family owns a cigar company, and you have them wanting to put this 10% cap on. First, they were opposing it. Now they're these people are trying to put a 10% THC cap on the cannabis. Anyone that knows anything about cannabis knows that this just means that patients are going to have to use twice the amount of plant matter to get the same amount of THC. This is ridiculous. At this point, Florida has the highest prices on smokable, on anything coming out the dispensaries. We have the highest prices, and to add that barrier of a lower amounts of THC, that's really going to affect patients. So right now you have a lot of organizations and doing a call, all call, everybody to come out and hit your representatives. I believe the committee meeting is on the 9th, which is tomorrow in Tallahassee. So you have groups like the Florida Cannabis Action Network. They're leading an initiative to get people out and mobile, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 10%. I've never even heard of anything like that.
Oh, so other states do have caps that's lower in there, because I looked it up, but still at the end of the day, the people didn't say nothing about no caps when they voted into office, voted in on the bill. So
right.
Once again, and the thing that would bring insult to injury that was brought to me on Friday's show, that they had the nerve to talk about Kathy Jordan at the same time they did such a thing. That's just like a slap in the face.
Yeah, and then the really dirty thing, they tied in the veterans' free card to this thing.
Oh.
So they basically said, oh yeah, we're going to give the veterans free cards and they won't have to pay, and we're going to put a 10% cap on THC, and veterans won't have to pay. They try to do it like that, and the veterans groups have actually come together with the Cannabis Action Network, Florida Cannabis Action Network, and they've all agreed that they don't want essentially a free MMJ card in exchange for a 10% cap. The veterans don't want it.
Hell no, we don't.
The patients didn't vote for it. The Floridians didn't vote for it. The patients don't need it. It's going to just lead to subpar medicine. And so right now we're in a movement right now trying to get this situation sorted down here in Florida.
Yeah, and it's a hot mess because the fact is this, which they won't admit, they just continue to opening the black market up bigger and bigger every time they do some dumb mess like this. I mean,
yeah.
Personally, I've read the comments about the fees and everything, and I hate to say it, but some of the dispensaries are trying to recoup all the lawsuit fees they had to go through to get where they're at, and
right.
And a lot of people don't understand that. It costs some people almost $1 billion to be in that industry there.
Mm-hmm.
And a patient don't want to hear that. I understand that, but you got to look at it on all sides. But once again, something's got to give, because if not, the black market is going to thrive even more than it ever has before the 70s at the rate it's going. Because you got to realize Florida is a retirement community. And like it or not, the most use of cannabis right now are seniors. Nobody wants to talk about that neither. But, you know, by Florida passing that bill, that should have sounded alarm to AARP and everybody else. That, hey, we need to seriously talk about this and give the seniors what they need, because medical prices on the rise. I went to pick up my medication yesterday, and let's say it like this. After I get off the air, I got to have a nice conversation with my insurance company. Because, first of all, I don't want to take the medications that they currently got me on here, but not by my choice. I have to because of the state I live in. Once I get to Florida and get my medical card and everything, I will be able to get rid of the rest of the medications that I'm currently on. So, with that in mind alone, you know, one of my medications went up 65%. Just one. My husband's on that he has to have because his heart went up 57%. So something's got to be done.
Definitely.
You know, I don't know if they're getting ready. Now, this is just my opinion. And by the way, guys, it's getting to that point we got to call it the last talk of the day before we put this blunt out. We know big farmers always like to be greedy. We all know that. But as of now, I think they feel the wave coming, and they're trying to get every dime that they can. And by this height, for us here in South Carolina is a huge sticker shock, because we got one of the lowest drug costs in the country, and now we're feeling the pinch. So, yeah, it's time to have that conversation with our legislators to say, hey, y'all trying to kill seniors off, and cannabis is saving it, and that's why people are migrating to these states. Each day I'm reading about on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, where somebody saying, hey, I've had enough, I gotta go. And it shouldn't be like that. Even though we're hearing on the pipeline in 2020 that we'll have a candidate, you know, whoever of the United States of America is going to legalize cannabis. Wait a minute, guys, before we vote on this bullshit, and I put it just as it is. How many campaign promises have been broken? Do you really want to gamble your health like that? I personally don't. So that's just my thoughts and views on that. You know, just looking at it as a patient and an advocate. And as a veteran, shame on the House and Senate of the state of Florida. That's all I got to say about that. The rest of my rant has been on Friday's show. Because I lost my ever-loving mind, you know, the fact that there's just so much wrong with that is unreal. Because knowing myself, personally speaking, 10% THC ain't going to start. That's not going to do nothing for me. And that's just my personal experience. I can't speak for everybody else. You need anywhere from 18 to 21%, in some cases higher than that.
Yeah, I know for my condition with muscle spasms and things like that, I need a very 18 plus. Just to calm my my muscles down.
That's right. And so that's why I'm like, how can the legislators? I thought that's supposed to be for you and your doctor. You know, that's what troubles me. I'm sorry. The Senate and the House need to get out the doctor's office and take care of other important things than messing with your medicine. I'm sorry. They cannot play doctor in this situation. I understand this is a new frontier, but look like they'd have talked to some people. If they have to bring them out of state to talk about it, I'm quite sure there's quite a few doctors that would be willing to come to the state of Florida and tell them this. I already know that for a fact. It's patients that would be willing to do that. I have no problem in raising funds and coming back to Gainesville to testify in Tallahassee that this is the most outrageous mistake you could ever make, because you just increase the black market. This is something I do know. You know, you got patients that's willing to do the right thing. Why make them criminals? And then you put it on the back of us veterans. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that ain't
I
right.
mean, that's not right. And that's why they got that bill passed like they did. And I've read a lot of regret. You know, I'm not going to call anybody's names out or anything. You just have to be on Facebook to read some of this stuff. I read some of the comments and some of the people that actually got kind of, let's see, how can I say, ambushed on this. Because they thought they was doing the right thing, but at the same time, they didn't read the fine print. And I accept it. And I'm here on air to say I accept your apologies. Because you did do the right thing. However, you wasn't looking for them to do as such as they did. So, okay, Jose, besides that, what else can we talk about? I mean, it's so much in Florida. I mean, we could do a week show on Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. We could. I think one of the things here in Gainesville that's kind of exciting is that me and a partner teamed up with a doctor, and we started a referral clinic.
Cool.
And we have the lowest available rates for patients. Our goal is basically to help patients get access to the plant. You know, you have a lot of doctors that are, I don't want to say taking advantage of the situation, but that aren't as compassionate as they should be as far as getting patients access to cannabis. Mm-hmm. So they charge, you know, $300 plus just to get a medical card. Mm-hmm. So we basically said, okay, what's the lowest possible rate that we can do? And we're doing it. And Gainesville Compassionate Care is the name, and we're going to be launching on 4/20. Dr. Jans will be at Endo Sesh, so come out and meet the doctor. And yeah, it's a great situation for the patients.
Well, I want to be there to interview the doctor myself live if possible, because like I said, the chief complaint that I've got from a lot of my people there in Gainesville was the cost. So I like to know how can I help to get the word out, because that's near and dear to my heart to make sure everybody that has a need for a medical card can have access. So sign me up.
Yeah.
It's
important.
That's so important. And Jose, once again, I thank you for everything that you've done, you and your wife and all the people that is attached to everything that you touch and do. I know you're blessed by God because you're doing God's work. And I'm trying to keep from tearing up because it means a lot to me personally to see what all you've done. And you know,
it means a lot to hear that. It means a lot to hear that.
You have a love for Gainesville just like I do, and you have expressed that in all your work and everything that you've done. And I'm proud to call you my friend and my homeboy.
Yeah. Thank you for everything you done and are doing. And yeah, I can't wait to see you down here in a week or so.
Yeah, it's real close. So for those who haven't understood what we're talking about, Endo Sesh 2019 is an informative activity for bring the kids, because they can get an education. They get to talk to people like myself and others. And like I said, my grandkids loved it last year. They'll be back this year.
Awesome. This year we're gonna have a live band outside. We're gonna have Blazel. He's an awesome cannabis infused rap artist. We're gonna have dispensary booths out there with information. We're gonna have a few CBD companies, and Here Comes Truffles. They're gonna have truffles and food trucks and speakers on the inside, and yeah, it's gonna be a great day.
It sounds like it's grown in size at that rate. Wow.
Yeah. We expanded a little from last year. We added a few more activities, and that's pretty much the long term. Is that this year we build it a little more, and then the third annual Endo Sesh next year is going to be the one where we really kick it off and make it really big.
Well, you know what? Sign me up. I'm already telling you I'll be there next year as well. Hopefully I'll be in the area so I don't have to take a 7-hour drive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so we're about to have to end this session for today. How can everybody contact you, find out more about Swamp City, everything that you're attached to, Jose?
Yeah, you can check me out at greenwise.tv, the website. You can also find us on all the social medias at greenwise.tv, at greenwise.tv. Check us out. We got some new programs. We got a lot of new stuff in the works. Shout out to everybody over there at Swamp City. We're going to be having an after party over there for Endo Sesh. So they're also going to be out at the event with some of their glass. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. That's where you can find me, in Gainesville, chilling.
I'm going to tell you like this here, Jose. I'm looking forward to it. I will be there on the 18th through the 20th. I'll be there at Endo Sesh with Jose and everybody else. It's like seeing, this is my extended family with Jose and Swamp City. And I mean, words cannot describe how I feel about these people there with Jose, his wife, and everybody attached to Swamp City. Y'all are my extended family, and I love you dearly. And I can't wait to come home to see y'all, as well as my regular family there in Gainesville. So this is a huge homecoming for everybody's concern, and it's so special that it's on 420. Thinking about Gainesville Green. We're going to talk more about that and the history of Gainesville Green this week. This is going to be Gainesville week. We're heading into 420, so I want y'all to know a little bit more about my hometown, and I couldn't think of a better way to kick it off with my homeboy, Jose. Jose, once again, thank you so very much for waking and baking with me this morning on the Wake and Bake Show, and I'm quite sure this will not be the last time we'll be talking before Endo Sesh.
We'll talk soon. I'll jump back down. We'll talk some more.
All right, then. You take care and have a blessed day now.
All right, you too. We'll talk soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, peace.
Peace. Hey, guys, like I said, Jose is one of the best out there, man. I mean, I don't know how I got so lucky and blessed to have that type of individual in my life, but he don't know. From the bottom of my heart, him and everybody that's associated with Greenwise TV, Swamp City, and Jose's endeavors, everything that he's touched has turned into gold. And I'm not saying this because he's my friend. He was a person that I dealt with before we became friends, and I truly, truly honor our friendship and love for each other in this cannabis industry. So that's how I'm going to end my show today, guys. Like I said, this week is going to be Gainesville week because we're counting down to 420. And y'all don't know, it's very special for more than one reason besides the holiday itself. This is a healing plant. And we have to celebrate it each and every day because each and every day it gives somebody life like myself. Because without cannabis, I wouldn't be able to do the things I do each and every day. One is hosting this show. Trust and believe me about that. So with that in mind, guys, y'all have a great Monday. Wow, I couldn't have started off better, starting off Gainesville week. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this here. When we end this, I'm going to end it like this. Talk to somebody about cannabis, especially in the areas that they haven't figured it out yet. Talk to 3 people. Just come up to random straight and say, hey, do you know about cannabis and how it can help you? You'll be surprised in the response that you get. Trust me, I do it every chance I get when I get out the house. I talk to 3 people about cannabis. So, believe that, okay? I love each and every one of you, and I got one question for you. Are you awake yet? If not, I guarantee you tune in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We will wake you up with some kind of craziness, news, and information. Or better yet, just love for the plant. Y'all have a blessed day.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way spoken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from... Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did. Ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like... Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from... Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like...